think Liv is going to win the Royal Rumble. I was very tossed up between Liv and Bianca. No, we need evolution. If you want to book it fairly and do pay-per-views, 3 women's matches and 3 males matches, I wouldn't need to ask this. But I don't care. You are robbing us, giving us 1 or 2 pay-per-view matches no. We need evolution every year if you're going to keep treating them like this. Sorry. And the last person I have is very unrealistic, but if she does leave WWE, I would love Bayley. I'm not complaining about that. I'm so happy for the Saudi fans. I just kind of feel a bit bad for like the women's wrestlers that they have to wear all this long thing. I am a new AEW fan. I've only been watching it for about a year, so if I got that wrong, I'm sorry. But I have fallen in love with Megan Bayne. Megan Bayne would be such an amazing winner. I mean, she's been stuck in the tag team division recently, and it's like, why are we putting Megan Bayne in the tag team division? She should be world champion by now. Maybe on the main roster with Fatal Influence this year. Oh my gosh, my eyebrows. Oh, still recording. Hey y'all, it's Ryan, your favorite internet boy. And today I will be predicting 2026 women's wrestling, like companies like AEW, WWE, and basically coming back at the end of the year and seeing if I got my predictions correct. Okay, so my first prediction for 2026 is the Royal Rumble that is being held in Saudi Arabia. I'm very happy that it's in Saudi Arabia. I'm very happy for the crowd and that, but I'm not really happy because, like, obviously, I'm sure you know, the women's wrestlers have to wear, like, these long latex or whatever gears. Again, I'm not complaining about that. I'm so happy for the Saudi fans. I just kind of feel a bit bad for, like, the women's wrestlers that they have to wear all this long thing, especially in a match that, you know, people like Roxanne Perez, Bayley, and, like, Naomi, they all, like, lasted an hour. Like, imagine wrestling an hour in those outfits. But again, I'm not complaining, and if it was such an issue, I'm sure WWE would stop going there, but I'm not gonna complain. So my predictions for the Royal Rumble, my winner I have is Liv Morgan. I feel like she was supposed to win the Women's World Championship at SummerSlam last year due to being in her hometown, but again, she sadly got injured, so I feel like this is her redemption. I feel like she would either face Stephanie Vaquer or Nikki Bella. I kindly doubt that Nikki Bella will get the championship. I wanted Nikki Bella to win so bad on Raw last week, but you know what, that's okay. I think it might be Liv Morgan versus Stephanie Vaquer at WrestleMania, but like I said, I think Liv is going to win the Royal Rumble. I was very tossed up between Liv and Bianca. I feel like Bianca makes sense as well, but I'm going to go with Liv just because Liv has been runner-up like what, 3 times. She deserves the Royal Rumble, and the Saudi crowd loves Liv Morgan, so it just makes sense. And my returns for the Royal Rumble, I have people like Paige, Bianca, and I feel like that's it. Like I said, they're in Saudi. I highly doubt a lot of people will come from Saudi. I mean, go from America to Saudi. Like, that's like a what? I don't know how many hours trip that is, just for what, a 5-minute appearance. I could see people like Eve Torres coming back, and you know, just like the people on WWE Legends contract like Lana. But yeah, I will be making a prediction for the Royal Rumble in a couple weeks before the Royal Rumble, like a week before it, doing my full predictions, every number, order, and all that. So come back for that, and yeah, that's all I can say right now because we're still like a month from it. The next thing I have is the Elimination Chamber. Like I said in the previous video, I was tied up between Liv and Bianca for the Royal Rumble, and I feel like for Elimination Chamber, it has to go for Bianca, right? I feel like it is a bit scary, like giving Bianca her 3rd Elimination Chamber win and 2 years in a row. I feel like I don't like when it's back-to-back. You know, Charlotte won the Royal Rumble in 2025. That was her 2nd win, but like, I don't think we've ever had 3 women's chamber wins ever. Like, yeah, because Charlotte came the first 2-time Royal Rumble win. Now Bianca's probably going to come the first ever 3-time chamber win. But yeah, I'm going to give it to Bianca because Bianca versus Jade Cargill at WrestleMania, chef's kiss. I did hear a lot of people, they're like, oh, I want to add Tiffany in the mix for a triple threat. If that happens, I would love that. That triple threat would eat, but I would just love for the Bianca and Jade storyline to continue, because obviously we got Jade and Naomi, but Bianca was injured for half of that. Well, not half of it, for a good chunk of it, and I feel like Bianca and Jade have a lot of like story to tell, if that makes sense. The next thing I have is Money in the Bank. The Money in the Bank, I feel like, changes the career of so many women's wrestlers. I mean, every women's wrestling cash-in never failed. So I'm kind of scared that this year might be a fail. If it will be a fail, I have a feeling it would be Chelsea Green. I love Chelsea Green so much, and I would hate for it to be a fail cash-in. I don't want it to be a fail cash-in. I want every year to be successful. But yeah, if it was to be a fail, I would be Chelsea. I know she has expressed in many podcasts that she would love to be the first female to fail. When it's like, girl, would you not want to win a title? But that's fine. But this year, I am going for Roxanne Perez or Lash Legend. I feel like those two, they would eat as a Money in the Bank. I want them, like I said, I want everyone to successfully cash in their Money in the Bank. At the start of the video, I said I want Liv Morgan to win the Royal Rumble and face Stephanie. I think Liv Morgan would win that match, and Roxanne Perez could cash in on Liv Morgan because, like, you know, they're in the Judgment Day, and, like, obviously tag team's gonna break up eventually. So I think Roxanne Perez could betray Liv Morgan by cashing in on her. And if it was Lash Legend, I don't really know, like, oh, I want her to win this title, I don't want this title. I just want Lash to win something. If it's the United States Championship, anything. But again, I would love Lash to win Money in the Bank as well. The next thing I have is the Queen of the Ring tournament. Every year, WWE has a Queen of the Ring tournament where the winner of the tournament gets a Queen's crown and a staff, and they will fight a champion of their brand at SummerSlam. And I feel like, gimmick-wise, I would love Chelsea Green to be Queen of the Ring. Imagine Chelsea Green, one of the best characters in WWE, getting a crown. Like, Queen Chelsea would be amazing. But I highly doubt that WWE would put Chelsea Green in, like, a SummerSlam world title match because, like, you know, like, world title matches are, like, WWE does the same people every year. Rhea Ripley, like, you know, all them type of stuff. So, like, I have a feeling they're gonna stick to that higher end. And honestly, I don't know who could win the Queen of the Ring. It could go to people like Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Nia Jax, but Nia Jax already won, so I highly doubt it's Nia. But for this year's, I want to go for Chelsea. I feel like, I don't care, Chelsea could do a good world title match. It's just, is WWE ready to push her? I'm not sure, but I'm going with Chelsea Green. Sorry, I'm quickly editing right now, and as I'm editing it, I'm, like, realizing, wait, Charlotte Flair could be an amazing Queen of the Ring as well. Like, she literally calls herself the Queen, so giving her a reason to win this is perfect, and she could have an amazing match at SummerSlam with people like Bianca, with people like, you know, Liv and Jade. Like, you know, she could have such amazing matches. So I feel like Charlotte Flair could win the Queen of the Ring as well. My next prediction, we are switching over to AEW. AEW, every year they do a tournament. It's called the Owen Hart Tournament, maybe Owen Hart Foundation Tournament, something like that. I'm so sorry if I got that wrong. But every year they do a tournament, and, like, the winner gets a world title match at All In. I am a new AEW fan. I've only been watching it for about a year, so if I got that wrong, I'm sorry. But I have fallen in love with Megan Bayne. Megan Bayne would be such an amazing winner. I mean, she's been stuck in the tag team division recently, and it's like, why are we putting Megan Bayne in the tag team division? She should be world champion by now. She should have dethroned Toni Storm, but I'm not going to complain. I mean, well, I just did, but oh well. I obviously think that, like, 2026, Mercedes Moné is going to lose all her titles and get the world title. I want it to be an All-In, but, like, I highly doubt that Mercedes Moné would win the Owen Hart tournament again. And I'm pretty sure that's the only way to get a championship match at All-In for the world title. So I'm like, shit, maybe not. But, like, I definitely think that Mercedes should win some point in the year of the world title. Like, Mercedes is my favorite wrestler of all time, so I'm not sure when she will win it, but she better win it. And I am going to give Megan Bayne the Owen Hart Foundation tournament winner. The thing I have is also for AEW, and that is the AEW Casino Gauntlet match. This match is kind of like Royal Rumble, but it's like a gauntlet match. It's a bit confusing, but I love it so much. Athena won this year, well, not this year, it's 2026 now, but Athena did win last year's one, and she did such an amazing match. This year, I have multiple picks. A lot of them are kind of unrealistic. Sorry. But I have Queen Aminata. Love her so much. I'm not sure if she will be medically ready. I mean, it should. It's in, like, what, 7 months still? So I'm sure she should be ready. I have Queen Aminata. I love Queen Aminata so much. She is one of my favorites in AEW, literally top 4. Love her so much. I would love her to win this match. I have Dakota Kai from WWE, sorry. I feel like she would be such an amazing person in AEW, and this would be such an amazing match for her. And to make her debut at, well, not even debut, she could literally debut now and still win it, but to make her appearance at AEW All In would be so amazing. And the last person I have is very unrealistic, but if she does leave WWE, I would love Bayley. Like I said, I want Mercedes to be champion, and imagine Bayley winning the Casino Gauntlet and we're getting Mercedes, Moné, and Bayley. Literally dream match again and again and again. Like, they two have amazing chemistry, and Mercedes has completely evolved and changed her character, and her versus like Bayley in this character would be amazing. So yeah, my top 3 picks for the Casino Gauntlet is Bayley, Queen Aminata, and Dakota Kai. My next prediction I have is return/debuts to WWE. I have on my list here, so if you see me looking down, I'm just looking at my list. But basically, the first debut/return I have is Paige/Saraya. I think she's going to return number 30 at the Royal Rumble. Hello, we would all love to see Paige come back. She's never been in the Royal Rumble before, so I would love to see Paige/Saraya to come back. I do think the Iconics will return to WWE. They did wrestle for NXT a couple, maybe months ago. I'm not sure. Maybe like 2 months ago they wrestled in NXT. So I feel like if they can go to NXT, they can definitely go to WWE, like the main roster. The next one I have is kind of undeciding. It's Carmella. She did get fired last year because, like, you know, she had babies and like injuries and all that. So I would love to see her back. Carmella was one of the best people on the mic ever. So I would love to see Carmella come back, and hopefully her foot's better, and, you know, maybe she wants to keep growing her family and she'll come back 2027. We're in 2026, right? 2027. I don't care. We'll all support Carmella no matter what. And the last person I have is Britt Baker. Britt Baker, AEW. No, they're not like using her at all. So I would love to see Britt Baker come to WWE. She did talk shit about WWE. Yeah, she talks shit about WWE, but I still think she's gonna debut in WWE. I mean, she didn't talk shit about WWE. She like talk crap about NXT. It's like, oh, putting a bunch of supermodels like, and like doing all this. Blah, blah, blah. She basically called NXT dumb, but hopefully she can get over that. Britt Baker literally got me into AEW in like 2021. I wasn't like watching it. Like I said, I only got into AEW last year when Mercedes debuted, and like, well, not last year, it would have been like 2 years now. But like AEW, like when I first saw AEW, it was Britt Baker, and I would always watch a highlight match. Loved her, so I would love to see her in WWE. My next prediction I have is to bring back Evolution 3. We've had Evolution 1 that did amazing. Evolution 2 that was literally the best pay-per-view of 2025. I don't care what anyone says. If you hate women's wrestling, you have to admit their show put on such an amazing show. Like, I don't care what anyone says. It needs to come back. Evolution should be a yearly thing. Like, I don't care. If women's wrestling was booked fairly the exact same as men wrestling, I wouldn't ask for this. But we get maybe 1-2 shows a pay-per-view, like maybe even 1. Sometimes we get 0. I mean, that's barely the case. But like SmackDown, we get like 1 match, 1 promo. Like, no, we need Evolution. If you want to book it fairly and do pay-per-views, 3 women's matches and 3 males matches, I wouldn't need to ask this. But I don't care. You are robbing us, giving us 1 or 2 pay-per-view matches no. We need Evolution every year if you're going to keep treating them like this. Sorry, but Evolution, so amazing. Bring back all the women, like, past, present, and the future. Yeah, it would be amazing. My next, prediction, I guess, is NXT call-ups who I think that are currently in NXT and will be called up to the main roster. So far, I have Fatal Influence, which includes the current NXT Women's Champion, Jacy Jayne, Lainey Reed, and the current Speed Women's Champion, Fallon Henley. I love them so much. They're my favorite faction of all time. They are so amazing. They are all so amazing, mic-wise, promo-wise, character-wise, like everything. They got to a 10 out of 10, and they need to be called up. I don't care what anyone says, they need to be called up right now. As soon as Jacy loses that title, they should be called up. Jacy and Fallon should have been called up like 2 years ago. And Lainey, Like, she has learnt so much so fast and deserves to be on the main roster right now as well with them. Sorry, I didn't make the rules. I kind of do good in my prediction video, but hey. The next person I have is Tatum Paxley. Tatum Paxley, again, like, we need, like, more horror characters in the main roster. I mean, like, we got the Wyatt Six, but girl, the Wyatt Six ain't being used. Like, what? They're used for the tag team titles that no one cares about. Sorry. But yeah, Tatum Paxley would be another amazing person. And I also have Lola Vice and Jada Parker. Two ladies that I could see winning titles before they get called up. Maybe late 2026, I could see Jada winning and Lola winning the North American Women's Championship, even the NXT Women's Championship, being called up after that. I think they should both win titles before being called up. But again, they're both amazing wrestlers so much. I love them both so much, and I think they should both get called up, or all these women should be called up in 2026. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm quickly filming this while I'm editing it. But basically, I also think Blake Monroe and Jordan Grace will also be getting called up to the main roster. Talking about NXT, NXT has they have the best women's roster booking, like, character-wise, everything. They have the best women's roster. And I think that they deserve the tag team championships. They used to have them, got rid of them because of the unification match between Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler versus the Unholy Union. But they should be brought back. NXT men's division have tag team titles, and it's the worst tag team division of all time. And you don't want to give it to the best women's roster. Like, what? But you know what? That's fine. I think people like Zaruka could win the tag team titles. Fatal Influence could win the titles. Renq CC could win the titles. Like, there are so much teams that could win these tag team championships, and that's like what I think. And I believe that, you know, the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship should be called, like, back. Like, hello? What are we, like, why we've not done it a year ago? Some people that I would like to see come back to wrestling in general, it doesn't necessarily have to be WWE, like, it could be anything, any company. I'm gonna list a couple women that I really, really want to come back, and wherever they go, I'll be happy. The first one is Cora Jade. Cora Jade, I love her so much. Like, look, I literally got an autograph of her. Like, I got her action figure up there somewhere. There she is. Like, I love her so much. I love Cora Jade. She is a star. I would love to see her back wrestling. People want to make fun of her because she does, you know, and I don't care. Like, what? Why do you care? And the other person I would like is Mandy Rose. I have a poster, an autograph of her there as well, and I bought that title because of her, and she has an action figure up there somewhere. But, like, I love Mandy Rose. She's such an amazing. Her finish is one of my favorites of all time. Like, simple but deadly. And I would like to see Dakota Kai, Carmella. Like, oh, there's so much women I would love to see come back. I'm trying to think of more. Oh, another one I have is Steph DeLander. Steph DeLander, I love her. Autograph there, autograph there, autograph there. One there, one there. Like, I have like 12 autographs of her. I love her so much. She literally got me into indie wrestling, and I feel like Steph DeLander, she's injured right now, but I really want her to have an amazing 2026. Steph DeLander is that girl. I don't care what anyone says. She got character work, wrestling work. Like, she's so good, and she deserves to hopefully be healed and come back and have an amazing wrestling 2026. Okay, my last thing is, like, breakout of the year, I guess. People that aren't, like, most known and gonna be very popular at the end of the year is Chantel Monroe. Chantel Monroe is currently a wrestler that is on Evolve, and wow, she is insane. She can wrestle so good, and I believe Chantel Monroe is going to have an amazing 2026. I'm not saying like, oh, she's going to be caught up in the main roster and win the Women's World Championship. I'm just saying she should definitely be NXT North American Champion, like NXT Women's Champion. If they bring back the NXT Breakout Tournament, I believe Chantel Monroe would win it. I just think like Chantel Monroe, this is her year. She's going to evolve so much, and she has such an amazing like mic skills, promo skills, wrestling skills, character skills. Like, she's that girl. Next girl I have is Kendall Gray. Kendall Gray is her current Evolve Women's Champion. She is on TV every week, so it's not like, oh, she's gonna have a breakout year because like she's on TV every year, but I feel like she's gonna have an amazing year. I'm sure she'll become NXT Women's Champion. She might even beat Jacy Jayne for the title. I'm not sure, but Kendall Gray is going to be known and have her breakout year. If you thought 2025 was good for her, she's going to have an amazing 2026. And the last girl I have is Lainey Reed. Lainey Reed, like I said before, she is still new to this. I think she's only been doing wrestling for a couple of years, and she's currently in Fatal Influence. She wasn't even on TV until about like 6 months ago. So I think Lainey Reed could possibly even go to the main roster very soon with Fatal Influence, and that's why I feel like she'll have a breakout year. I don't think like much people have gone that fast to the main roster, and I believe Lainey Reed can do it. She's such amazing, and I think Lainey Reed will definitely be on the main roster with Fatal Influence this year. Oh my gosh, my eyebrows. Oh, I'm still recording. Thank you so much for watching my Women's Wrestling 2026 predictions. I'm honestly so grateful that you gave me your time to, you know, do my predictions and that you watched this whole video. I'm so grateful for everything. Thank you so much. I honestly am just doing this YouTube channel so I can journal my life and come back in years, and like this time next year I'll be watching, oh, did I get my 2026 predictions right? Just something fun like that. Please like, comment, whatever. Like, I'm not gonna force you. I'm not gonna be like, comment, subscribe every 5 seconds. But it is free, and I would appreciate that so much. So thank you so much, and I hope I see you guys again. Mwah!